I really like this box. This box is super cool. I dig it.
You are a sucker for a box.
For a good box. I just like when everything ties together so nicely. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these. I don't know if I want to call them bad boys. I'm halfway there.
Whoa.
I know.
Living on a prayer. Take my hand.
Okay, no more singing on this channel, okay? No more.
It's brutal out here.
But anyways, these guys right here are the Air Jordan 6 Low in the Chinese New Year colorway. I believe they release on February 4th overseas in China. We grabbed our pair from our good friends over at ID for Shoes. They are available now through their eBay store. Link will be in the description box if you guys are interested. I do believe that these are supposed to release globally as well. I think it was on the 20th, or maybe I'm confusing that.
Why is everything on the 20th?
I might be confusing that with a different shoe, but I heard that they're releasing globally. I just don't know if they're gonna actually touch stateside. We'll see. Not much of anything is actually releasing stateside. It keeps getting pushed back. But before we get into these real quick, I do have a quick word from our sponsor. And he's actually a good friend of ours. His name's Dewey Nguyen. And it's very rare that we actually get sponsors from friends of ours, like people that we literally know personally, but this is one of those times. It might be the only time, I think, I'm pretty sure. And the reason why he's sponsoring this video is, for one, to actually help out the channel. So I think that's awesome. That's like one of the coolest friend moves I've ever seen. The second thing is just to kind of highlight if you're in the Sacramento or Elk Grove area and if you're looking to buy or sell your home, Dewey's actually a local realtor here and he does a great job. He's been selling some really dope houses. Man, there was this one that had a full basketball court in the backyard and I had to hit him up being like, bro, how much is that? It was way out of my price range, but man, it was awesome. And on top of that, he also has a side hustle, which is his Dewey Loves Jerseys Instagram business. And he basically sells jerseys. He buys and sells them, he flips them. This is a really cool fun fact. So this is not this past Halloween, but the one before it, right? Where you and I were actually one of the best dynamic duos of all time in the NBA. Just one of, okay? There's plenty, but just one of. At least one of my favorites, and it was Shaq and Penny. We actually recreated the famous Dwayne Wade to LeBron James dunk. You did the dunk, because I thought it would be great if Shaq was doing the dunk man dunk, you know what I mean? And he got lobbed from one of the greatest point guards of all time, in my opinion, which is Penny Hardaway, but we didn't have their jerseys. But Dewey did. So yeah, we hit up Dewey. We were like, bro, I need a Penny jersey for me. I need a Shaq jersey for her. We already got the shoes covered, all this stuff, yada, yada, yada. He had us covered, no problem.
You win. Perfect.
But with all that being said, if you are interested in helping out Dewey, we have his links down below in the description box. You've also seen him in plenty of our performance reviews. He's usually the guy that I'm either dishing an assist to or giving some buckets. Now, with all that being said, these things are like, they're cool and everything, but they're not quite the way that I wanted them as far as the Air Jordan 6 Low is concerned. The Air Jordan 6 Low, for those of you guys that don't know, was introduced first in 2002. Before that, all we had ever seen was the regular Air Jordan 6, which I actually have one right back here. So most of everybody knows, you know, this is the Air Jordan 6. This is pretty much what they're supposed to look like. This is the shoe that MJ won his first championship in and all that stuff. You know, the big old switcheroo in LA and all that. It was awesome. But back in 2002, they actually turned these into a low top sneaker and they did it in 3 different colorways. The first of which was a black and silver, and there was a white and UNC, which are gorgeous. And then the third one was a women's version because that's right around the same time frame that they had their original women's launches. And they were done in a white silver with a pink outsole. But these guys right here are a new version of the 6 Low, so they redid like from here back. And I don't like it. The first colorway that they did this with was also an overseas exclusive. It was a sunset colorway. They were pretty gross looking. It's got that weird like yellow to orange fade and everything with the underlay material. Whereas this one right here, they're not white, they are off-white. They're like, the whole shoe is cream. And then there's these gold accents. Looks a lot like the DMP 6s that came out that are just like these, but they're black and gold. They actually just retroed pretty recently as well as the other DMP, which was the gold metal pack. Those were actually white though, they weren't cream. But anyways, the thing that I keep saying is that they changed up. So this whole back collar and stuff used to look like this. They had them ankle pods. I don't know which one. Oh man, these are hella hairy, dude. The cat went all up in my stuff. He drives me nuts. And yes, I know, I love him so much.
He's my baby.
That's, guys, I'm telling you, this cat ruins all my stuff and then I complain about it. And then her response is, but I love him so much. And it's just like, but you were supposed to love me so much.
I love you so much too, but you don't let me cradle you like a baby and smush your face.
No. Why the hell would I? Pull yourself together, man.
I love it.
She's crying. And she does that all the time. Every time I start complaining about the cat, I love him so much, the kid will cry. It's like a guarantee.
Squidward.
Anyways, both of these are pretty ugly, I will say. Not all Jordans look good as lows. These are one of them, but I still really like low tops and I still really love this particular version of the shoe. However, some things they did do cool on these. For example, the tongue, which you can see right there is just a really weird cut. It's just a piece of material with that snappy thing on there that is on the traditional Air Jordan 6 and looks nothing like the actual tongue outside of the little, you know, logo cover. Whereas these, they actually like redid everything. So like this is the actual tongue piece, the rubber top and everything. It doesn't have the two holes, so you can't pull it or anything like that, but it is stretchy and it does have the full sleeve in there that the high tops do. So I really do like that change. On top of that, the little lace cover thing with the snap on there has the logo on there, not embroidered. It's actually puffy kind of look to it. Again, looks just like the DMPs and I really like it. I think it looks really cool. I think that that is a great switch up from the original version, which is these, which look like they couldn't figure out what the f to do with the tongue. And somebody over there finally was just like, it wouldn't be that hard to just recreate the rubber. But the collar though, I don't know which one's grosser looking. Do we want the ankle pillows or do we want smooth? Like if we're taking the actual Air Jordan 6 and we're smushing things down, that's how we get this one. But if we're taking the Air Jordan 6 and we're just cutting the top off, then we're getting this one. So I don't know which one I like more or like less. I'm not sure how to word that, but I don't love either one of them. All I know is that this is what I'm used to. So when I saw this one, I was like, why did they do that? I will say though, like the back here, like this part right there, a little pillowy thing, it is so nice. It feels like memory foam. It feels awesome. Now, as far as the tech specs are concerned, we have, you know, traditional Air Jordan 6 outsole. We got the clear portions in their correct spots per usual. And then the traction pattern is just the circles and stuff. It actually works pretty decently if the court is clean. And then the midsole itself is polyurethane. You can see a visible air sole unit right there in the back. And then there's an encapsulated one in the forefoot as well. I really love the way that the midsole paint is. I just like the gold colors. I think that they're really cool. The insole, polyurethane. It's a nice thick one too. Like, yes. And then inside, just as they should be, there is cardboard. I know that it looks weird and a lot of people complain about it being like, yo, why is Jordan Brand so cheap? It's not that they're being cheap. This is an original feature in old shoes like this from the early 90s and the 80s and stuff where the shoes did not have torsional plates, right? Like we do now. And inside of a lot of shoes that don't have torsional plates, there's a torsional bar that you can't actually see. And again, they didn't have that back in the day either. So what they actually did for torsional support is lined it with a thick piece of paper or cardboard. And that's what they're there for. So I do like that it's there because it's an original feature. It belongs there and it just is what it is. Now the materials on these guys are where the shoe really kind of like shines for me. This overlay leather, man, it's thick and it is awesome. It's got this weird kind of like glossy sheen to it. I don't know if there's something hiding underneath it. Sometimes they like to do that. I haven't seen any promotional images or anything that actually showcase whether or not that stuff rubs off like that top coat or anything. If it did, I wouldn't be surprised. If it didn't, I also wouldn't be surprised because the stuff that's on the top of the box lid and the paper and everything is actually inside of the collar lining and everything too. So you got the bonsai tree, the tiger, really cool. But anyways, the overlay leather's very thick. It reminds me a lot of the 85 cut Air Jordan 1. So yes, that type of leather. It feels awesome. It looks awesome. It smells so good. I really dig it. The underlay material is just interesting because it's got this weird ass cracked look to it. It's a little bit of a thinner leather, so it's not as nice as the overlay material, but it is still leather nonetheless, so I'm not gonna complain or anything. And they did come with this little tag right here. And it says, please note, crack seen on the upper is material characteristic which might peel off after wearing, which would suck. If you start wearing these, the material that's pre-cracked might crack some more and flake off. Reminds me of those, what was they, the taupe haze Air Jordan 4s? It looked like the stain 4s.
Okay.
Whoa.
We didn't need the
motion?
Yeah, just stop. Gosh.
Hey man, you're crying over a cat. Oops. Now, as far as the fit is concerned, they don't quite fit true to size.
Are these too roomy?
They're a little bit roomy. I could fit 2 fingers in the back. That's not a good look, okay? You want to be able to fit 1 finger between your heel and the back of the shoe comfortably.
And if you want to watch us not be able to get through that description successfully, go check out our Anthracite Jordan 5 video.
Or you can check out our
video.
Yeah, our end of the year. Thank you for watching 2021.
Yeah.
What year is it?
Right now it's 2022.
Wow.
Happy New Year.
It's been weird. But anyways, these do fit a little bit roomy, so if you're a wide footer, true to size, you should be good to go. If you are a narrow or regular footer, you might want to go down half a size for a perfect, snug one-to-one fit. If you happen to be a regular or narrow footer that likes a little bit of wiggle room, just go true to size, you'll be fine.
I have a theory.
Of?
If there was to be a portion of this shoe that rubs off.
Would it be the cracked part?
Yes.
That's what I was thinking, but this sheen is so heavy that it just looks like it's supposed to be rubbed off.
I don't know. And I bet you it like shows, like you were saying, the inside, but it'll be like on the toes.
It's possible. I'm sure we'll see somewhere online someone doing something and then being like, oh, there's stuff underneath there. And I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? They look good just like this. Like, this is how I like them. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the support. Let us know what you think about these down below in the comment section. Big thank you once again to Dewey for sponsoring this video. Go check him out if you're in our area and you're looking for a house. Or if you're not in our area and you're looking for a jersey, hit him up. And with that being said, thank you so much once again. Until next time, guys, have a good one.